Hi everybody, good Monday morning. We are back on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with Jim Cramer to talk about the markets. And Jim, not too much of a halo effect from Friday's jobs number.
No, and I think that the problem here is that we've been up for so many weeks that you begin to get the odds of being up for another week are diminished. Just because it's been so strong, you have 5 weeks, and I think a lot of people feel that maybe this is a week where we're just going to be back in trade war China, not a lot of data, CPI at the end of the week, maybe it's too hot. So just beware that the sense is that we've had a good run. This is just my overall sense canvassing people, and that you need to be a little more careful this week.
Yeah, especially to your point with that harsh rhetoric out of China.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing some work on that, and I think that China is, thanks to my friend Matt Horween, my writing partner, this language is almost the stilted kind of old Cold War language, and it's not resonating to some people like me. We just say, is that really the stance you're adopting? And I think the stance is one that is so loud that it's the opposite of Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, I think that they're speaking loudly. I don't know what kind of stick they have.
And, well, to your point, Jim, in Real Money, you write about how folks are hiding in consumer staples when we have these trade war issues.
Right.
Some of those companies are raising prices.
Yes, I mean, I think that when Procter said that it was going to raise prices for tissue, you got another leg of the story. Clorox, when they talked about cat, I did a piece on Friday when they talked about cat litter and how well that is doing immunization of pets. But this whole move, remember, this entire move started with PepsiCo giving us an upside surprise, guiding up when people thought they'd guide down. And I bring that up because Indra Nooyi's announced her retirement. She's done a remarkable job when it comes to total shareholder return if you go back from when she was CFO to when she retired. And I feel like she's still chairperson. I do feel that PepsiCo's been the market leader in consumer packaged goods, but it's been a terrible group. And it's just been squeezed by a lot of different people. But if you look at PepsiCo stock, it's been a winner for us, for Action Alerts, and we're thrilled.
More on PepsiCo in our ActionAlertsPlus.com video. Please join us after this. Jim, we have a deal announcement, Amcor acquiring Bemis for $5.2.
Yep, that's the old buy my stock, BMS. Well, I think this is important, although the stock was up big on Fridays. We continue to have a slow diminution of the large cap companies. We just don't seem to create a lot of them. The Chinese are creating a lot of them. Like Sonos was obviously one that we created that we had said was going to be a big hit, and it is, even though Wall Street felt it wasn't. But what I'm worried about in terms of any sort of trade problems is being ameliorated by the fact that there's a shortage of stock. And with a shortage of stock, more money coming into the S&P 500, you get a cushion underneath when you do go down.
Interesting, Bemis founded in 1858.
Yeah, Bemis is a very proud company, and for them to succumb to this is rather incredible, and a sign, once again, that value creation exists everywhere.
Jim, who do you have coming up on Mad Money tonight?
Well, I've got Market Access, which is a terrific fintech company doing quite well. And then I have a company that I haven't focused on in years, Perkin-Elmer. And Perkin-Elmer is a company that is kind of like what Danaher is. Danaher being a big win for Action Alerts. I had suggested that they break up and get rich carefully. Obviously, they stayed together. I also said Baxter should break up, and that created a lot of wealth. And in this world of companies that are doing diagnostic techniques, doing equipment for life sciences, there's just a scarcity. Thermo Fisher, Illumina, Danaher, these guys.
Jim, it's about 6 months since the Eagles won the Super Bowl. You were there over the weekend.
Yep, I got to speak to the team. I addressed them. 2 years ago, I spoke about TNP, which is Take No Prisoners. Last year, I spoke about UPOB, which is, of course, under promise, over deliver. And this year, I spoke about what I said in my Bucknell commencement speech, which is that it's okay to fail, but not okay to quit. I also referenced Kelsey's brilliant speech from the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum. And then an amazing, if you want to have time, go Google Brandon Brooks and Miami of Ohio and watch his Titan commencement speech. Brandon goes to Wharton during the offseason, and I think will have a promising career on Wall Street, but I hope he doesn't do anything radical right now because he's a Pro Bowler. Camp was incredible. It really is amazing. When you win the Super Bowl, you have a different kind of glow to you. There's still a chip on them. It's from Philadelphia, but there's a glow. And what is incredible to me is how few roster spots are open. So you've got 40 guys, they're all 37 guys there, all fighting for like 2 or 3 roster spots. And that's difficult. A lot of people ask about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was not there. He was in the weight room. I did get a picture with him. Mike Groh, who is the offensive coordinator, has got a ton of weapons. They've upgraded their offense, which is incredible given the fact that it's been really good. And the guy who most impressed me was Michael Bennett. He came from the Seahawks. And why? Because he said he owned all of Fang, and he wanted something new. He said, look, I don't need Fang. I've got, you didn't mention Facebook. He said, I have Facebook, I have Amazon, I have Netflix, I have Google. Give me something new, give me something new. Give me something in clean energy. And I was talking about how clean energy is, I don't know. I mean, with presidents, not that well. But this man impressed me as someone who is ferocious on the field and a great stock picker.
All right, maybe some competition, Jim.
He's good. What a team. Thank you, Coach Peterson. Thank you, Coach Groh. Thank you, Howie Roseman. Remarkable group of people, and I think that Jack Rosenberg, Mr. Laurie, that it's a delight. And as a fan, I just am always amazed about what a franchise who cares about the fans can do. It's extraordinary how much they care and love their fans. It's really just extraordinary.
Well, Jim, I think you're good luck for the team. Whatever you did last year, it certainly worked.
So. Well, I did predict a Super Bowl win last year. I know the coach was like, oh, God, Jim. But look, I think that this is a team that is about spirit. It represents Philadelphia very well. Of course, these days, the Phillies in first place, the Sixers being really great, but they don't care about that. Obviously, they're just focused on their record. What a great bunch of guys. I mean, truly just fabulous, and it's a privilege to be able to speak to them.
All right, Jim, we're glad you had a good weekend. All right, we have more stocks coming up in our ActionAlertsPlus.com video. Join us there.